I spend pretty much all my time consulting with businesses that are doing 50 million, 100 million in turnover already, and they're looking to kind of go to the next level. So I have a really interesting perspective, I think, on the B2B marketplace. And something which is coming up a lot at the moment is I'm talking to people about selling their point of view rather than trying to sell their product or service with their marketing. Usually when people are buying a product or service from us, they kind of go through various stages. So the first stage is they just have to be aware of us. So that's the first thing. They have to find out about you in one way or another. So there's that awareness phase. Secondly, I think they have to buy into how you see the world, your unique point of view, we often talk about there. And then once they've bought into your unique point of view, they're probably ready to potentially buy your product or service. But what I've noticed that a lot of companies do is they try and skip from awareness to buying the product or service without the middle phase, without the kind of authority building, kind of nurturing, getting them to see the world the way that you see the world. And then some companies, they're just trying to go straight to number 3. So like someone doesn't even know who you are yet, and you're trying to sell them a product or a service. So I think this is a really useful way of looking at it for a lot of companies. And what does it mean in practice? Well, in practice, it means your content and your landing pages and your marketing assets are designed to sell your point of view. And then you speak to the customer, and if they buy into your point of view, you can then try and sell them a product or a service. I'm speaking mainly about kind of B2B service companies, consultancies, service providers, that sort of thing. I'll give you a really tangible example from our business. So most people generally become aware of us from content, whether it's on LinkedIn or YouTube or somewhere else. And what we're trying to do with all of our marketing content and our marketing assets is we're trying to help them see the world from your point of view. And so we're trying to sell that point of view, which is really our unique approach to growth and our unique growth protocol. So it's things like focusing on market resonance, focusing on building demand rather than just generating leads. These are some of the insights that people have probably heard me talk about. So we're trying to get them to buy into that as a worldview and a way of growing their companies. And then if they buy into that and they want some help applying it to their business, they're probably going to book in some time to speak to us, or they're going to shoot me a DM on LinkedIn or whatever it is. And ultimately, that's our opportunity to see if we can actually help them with our product or service. But we don't lead with the product or service because the reality is people don't care. They really don't care what your product or service is. They just care, can you help them achieve the outcomes that they want to achieve and remove the pain that they currently have?